Put them on the radio and the internet. WGNS, AM, FM, and online.
I've just been feeling so sluggish lately.
You should try the Metamucil 2-week challenge.
The Metamucil 2-week challenge?
Yeah, Metamucil 4-in-1 fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Start your daily routine now, and in 2 weeks, you could be feeling great. Well, it's been 2 weeks. How you feeling?
Lighter and feeling great.
If you want to feel lighter by promoting digestive health, sign up to take the 2-week challenge at Metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is the story of
The Wake Up Crew, Swap and Shop, Action Line, The Roundtable, Rutherford Issues. We're keeping it local. Weekday mornings here on News Radio, WGNS. We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is The Roundtable. A look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
I think we're on. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, yeah. A fine top of the morning to you.
Ah,
The sun's shining.
it is. It's nippy, though.
Oh, it's brisk,
It's brisk. Ah, it's brisk out there.
as my old pappy used to say. It's a little breezy out there.
A little.
A little breezy.
Oh, me. I'm just glad I had a garage to park my car in, because there was ice and frost everywhere this morning. I'm sure it would have been all iced up sitting outside. And you have a nice big carport, so you're underneath, right, Ava?
Yeah.
So, no worries there.
What happened to my
Your music.
papers? Oh, they're in.
Help if you bring them in. I'll get them for you, though.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
That's what producers are supposed to do.
You know, you find out.
It is.
You find out what you can do and get really good at it.
That's right.
That's a producer right there, buddy.
He's the real deal now. You're the real deal too. Myself, I'm not so sure.
Well,
You're the real deal. Brian's the real deal. I'm not so sure about Johnny B. But it's good to be with you folks this morning. We're gonna start off with a couple of songs that just ain't easy. So, Avent, I will throw myself under the bus.
Is that why you were also very late coming in this morning?
Yes,
you were practicing.
We were still out there working on this very first song.
Oh,
which
yeah, and we were way early, really.
I'm not even going to confess that I put numbers on some of these songs while I was driving.
Oh. Is that why the highway patrol's out front?
Yes, I didn't want to face the wrath of Avent Lane.
They carry their guitars with them, so if they see somebody, they pull them over and they help them out with getting the right.
Because the last time
I was thinking reckless driving, but
You know, it's interesting. Last time I was coming down 70, and this guy comes up beside me just hauling, and he gets right up beside me, then he just backs off. I'm going, what's the deal with that guy? And I look up, and there's a state trooper sitting right in the median. And I'll make another confession. If I have this 5 miles over rule, kind of. If it's 45, I set it on 50. If it's 65, I set it on 70. So I had it on 70, and that's trooper sitting there in a 65 zone. So I knew what that guy was doing now, and I went, uh-oh. Yeah. I decided I'm not going to back off at this point. And I went right on through, though. I think the 5 mile hour rule generally works.
Yeah, I push it to like 8.
Yeah, do you at times? Even if you see a trooper sitting there?
Well, no, I back it down. Yeah, just naturally. Oh my God,
yeah.
But they will give you up to 10, and whatever. But boy, they are like watching you like a hawk if you get just a little rowdy. But anyway.
Well, I want to start out. Brian, good to see you. When's the last time we were together? I can't remember.
I don't know. Let's see.
On vacation, and I bailed out on the snow, and then so this is like first time in 3 weeks, right?
I guess that's about right.
Bart and I had a good time here. Bart was really, really courteous. He stayed at that mic the whole time.
Well, good for him.
You're not subtle at all, are you?
He just said right there.
I will set it and forget it.
I will gig him just a little. Love Bart, love being with him. But he said, now, what was it he said? I'm not doing the YouTube thing. He just said, that's not me. He said, above my pay grade. I said, okay. So I think it was the YouTube thing.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah. So, but I thought we had a good show. It was good. Really hadn't done that in a long, long time interchanging with him. So he's a great guy, as you know. So we'll go back in music history, event.
In music history.
This first song, and I've interlineated some chords. If they're wrong, I'll just confess right now.
Is that a word, interlineated?
Yes, interlineate. I've interlineated, and
that's not a word.
And I've done it in public. Think about that.
Clean it up. He's done it in public, Brian.
That's probably one of these lawyer terms when you're.
Now the FCC's at the door, right?
Check me out. Is interlineate a word? Let's just look it up, Brian, because I've used it many times when I'm negotiating a contract with another lawyer, and I'll say, look, just interlineate between those lines, write it in by hand, interlineate. And I think it's correct, but I'll stand corrected if I'm wrong.
Well, it's a great thing is like you got your hand waving over here and you're doing something over here. You know?
Interlineate.
Interlineate. Yeah. Interlineate.
Another term for interline.
Interline.
That really helps a lot.
Yeah, that helps a whole lot.
What does interline mean?
Interline. Is that putting lines on the road? You know,
No.
It's interline.
It's writing words in between lines. Like lines on a page. Right in between. If you mark this out and right above it, between that and the line above it's what you really want it to say.
Okay, now that makes I can see that.
So I'm glad to give you guys some culture.
That's culture?
Let's talk about George Harrison. And
it means to call attention to, check off, draw attention to, give
Right.
emphasis, play up, or point to.
There you go. What
You
can
could
I
have
say?
just said it that easily.
I could have, but I like to take you guys a long way around the barn. So,
A lot of things happen behind that barn.
yeah.
They've written songs about that.
Now, even I'll bet you'll be surprised by a couple of factoids about this song.
Nah, not really.
Who was the first ex-Beatle to have a #1 solo hit?
Well, I would say Harrison.
Well, see, I would have ordinarily said McCartney or Lennon, but it was George Harrison.
George Harrison.
With
yeah.
this song, My Sweet Lord.
Yeah.
He actually released it on an album in November of 1970, but then he released it as a single January 15th, 1971. And it was an international #1 hit. Let me give you some factoids about it. Incredible. He wrote it, performed it, topped the charts worldwide, biggest selling single of 71 in the UK. In America and Britain, the song was the first #1 single by an ex-Beatle. Harrison originally gave the song to his fellow Apple Records artist Billy Preston to record. In that version, Harrison was the producer. And he appeared on Preston's Encouraging Words album in September of 70, but then George himself, he's the one that made the mark on January 15th, 1971 with this incredible song. I wish I could do the guitar lead in on it. You remember that? Oh, man.
That's very, very distinctive.
It is very, very distinctive. We need Shanasta here for that, don't we?
Yeah.
Somebody.
He'd do it.
Pinkerton would do. Oh, I know Larry could.
Larry would nail it.
Did y'all play this song ever?
Yeah.
Did he do that?
He would do it. Would do an instrumental. Larry would
Do
play
that.
it, and do a chord melody. You know.
Wow.
Yeah. If Larry could do anything.
Oh, yeah. My sweet Lord, my Lord, my Lord, I really want to see you. I really want to be with you. Really want to see you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord. My sweet Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Really want to know you. Really want to go with you. Really want to show you, Lord, that it won't take long, my Lord. Oh, my sweet Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Really want to see you, really want to see you, really want to see you, Lord, really want to see you, Lord, my Lord. Yeah, sing it. My Lord, my sweet Lord, ooh, my Lord. Now I really want to see you, really want to be with you, really want to see you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord, my Lord, my sweet Lord, my Lord, my sweet Lord, my Lord. I'd say it needs some work.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You'd have to. So, same day, January 15th. Guess what song hits number 1 on the charts and becomes an iconic song of all time? You've already guessed it, hadn't you, even?
What's that?
American Pie.
Oh, yeah, Don
By
McLean.
Don McLean.
Yeah. How many pages you got?
This thing is 4 pages, even. Move those out of the way and you have to spread out here.
Jesus.
And that's truncating it by not repeating the chorus every time.
God. Oh, man.
Released 1971, hit number 1 in 72. It was released late 71, hit number 1 January 15th, 1972. After just 8 weeks on the charts, it had entered at number 69, topped the charts in Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. In the UK, they reached number 2, where it stayed for 3 weeks. And the song has been listed as number 5 song on the RIAA, Recording Industry Association of America. Number 5 on Songs of the Century. Think about it. And Madonna recorded a truncated version, but Bob McLean's version is 8 minutes and 42 seconds long. And guess what?
It's a great song.
The 6th longest song to enter the Billboard 100, but at the time of the release, it was the longest ever to go to number 1, that long. And that stayed a record for 50 years until Taylor Swift broke it with her single, All Too Well, a 10-minute song. Here's what McLean said about the song. Of course, it's about the plane crash that killed Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper. And the day the music died, that's in the chorus. Here's what he said. This is quoting Don McLean. I first found out about the plane crash because I was a 13-year-old newspaper delivery boy in New Rochelle, New York, and I was carrying the bundle of local Standard Star papers that were bound in twine. And when I cut it open with a knife, there it was on the front page. And it said it had a profound impact on him. And let me see if I can get some semi-organized here, Ava.
That song has a lot of truth in there.
Yeah, but it's also always been mysterious. There's a lot of things that people have been debating for years.
Of what he was thinking and what he was...
And what he means by the jester and the king and the queen and the marching band.
They mean there's a specific thing he's talking about.
Oh, I know.
And everybody's going, what's he talking about?
I know. He would always be kind of tongue-in-cheek about it, you know. But it put Don McLean, I keep saying that, Don McLean on the map. And we'll try to get through it. I'll probably have a tongue twister or two in here somewhere, Ava.
Oh, no doubt.
So sit back and relax, folks, for at least 8 minutes, okay?
Or put everything on pause.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had the chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. Here, listen to this part. But February made me shiver with each paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, saying this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love? And do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Now do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him. I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. I would dig those rhythm and blues. It was a lonely teenage bronco buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck. And I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, saying this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. And that's not the way it used to be. Here we go. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was a-looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned, and while Lennon read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. We were singing bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. Oh, this'll be the day that I die. Now helter-skelter in a summer swelter, the bride fell off in a fallout shelter, 8 miles high and falling fast. It landed foul in the grass. The players tried for a forward pass, with the jester on the sidelines in a cab. Now the halftime air was sweet perfume, while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance, but we never got the chance, 'cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music died? We started singing bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. Oh, this'll be the day that I die. And there we were, all in one place, a generation lost in space. with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick, Jack, flash set on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. And as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fits of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan spell. And the flames climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial light. I saw Satan laughing with delight the day the music died. He was singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and walked away. I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried, the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken, and the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. They were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this will be the day that I die. Whew! That is one more song.
That'll twist your head around trying to play that.
Good job on
sing
that.
it.
Hey, good high harmony there.
Boy, I found that part pretty good.
That was so Avian. I tell you, it's
and I boy riding down Broad Street. Bye, Miss America. Bye. You know, kids still do that when they find that tune, discover it.
Oh yeah,
they just love it.
Yeah, it's like. So we're gonna stand down here for a minute. Perfect time to do a tuning. Brian is here.
Well,
Johnny
that
on
was
the
the longest song I've ever heard in my life.
I'm telling you.
Speaking of American Pie, here's Brian.
And we'll be right back.
Chip Walters here with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. I was named a top 10 agent in the #1 Exit Realty office in America in 2021. The top question I get around town, how's the market? Good question. And the answer's changed a few times this year alone. I'd like to know what you've heard and share some solid data we have. Give me a call and let's have a cup of coffee and take a look at what's happening in your neighborhood. All my contact info is right on my website, choosechip.net. I'm Chip Walters with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates.
Insurance should be simple, not complicated. That's why at Rayburn Insurance, Agent Rick Hull cuts through the jargon and helps you understand your options clearly. He's committed to finding the right coverage that fits your unique needs and budget. Their team has been a trusted partner in the community since 1973. Ready to make insurance easy? Get with Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. He's ready to help you get the protection you deserve.
Do you love to read?
Love to read.
Tell us about the library at Adams Place.
We have an amazing library. It's like a library at a big estate. You know, there are just so many books. You just come, pick out one you want, take it home, read it, take it back. It's just great.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial, across from Walmart.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by AmeriCare Pest Control and the law offices of John Day.
I I've got pests, bees, buzzing rodents running all through my house, ants chewing wood, and look, there's a mouse. I'm overrun with pests, but you're gonna be sure, safe and secure. It's the last rites for those pests. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests.
893-7111. AmeriCare Services Incorporated. Call us today. 893-7111.
Now, WGNS Good Neighbor Events. We remember you. An Alzheimer's and Dementia Caregiver Support Group meeting every second Tuesday afternoon at 4 at the Villages of Murfreesboro, 2550 Willow Oak Trail near the Avenue. That's the second Tuesday of each month, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Don't forget the Martin Luther King Jr. breakfast is this Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, over at MTSU's James Union Building, this Saturday. All Shook Up, featuring the music of Elvis Presley, is at the Center for the Arts. It gets going this weekend, 7:30 Friday and Saturday night, and a 2 o'clock matinee on Saturday and Sunday. The Center for the Arts is at 110 West College. All Shook Up. Oh, this is the final weekend to buy one and get one free. Those monthly or yearly passes to Sportscom or the Patterson Community Center. Buy one, get one free? Yeah. And you can save now through Sunday night. 5 o'clock Sunday night, last chance, so get them now. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
Rutherford weather.
Look for gradually increasing clouds for this afternoon. We'll have highs in the upper 50s. Rain developing later on tonight. We'll drop back to a low of 43. I'm meteorologist Michael Caron, News Radio WGNS. Currently, it's 39.
WGNS is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Are you ready to take control of your energy usage and save money? Download the MyMTE app to track your energy consumption, pay your bill, and even report outages right from your phone. It's free and available now in iOS and Android.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
And we're back. Thank you, wonderful folks. Thank you, wonderful sponsors. Thank everybody.
Thank you.
Thank Ava Lane for tolerating me through those first grueling songs. And I think I think the songs are gonna. Hey, Brian, you can't leave. You got to answer the question, the trivia question.
Yes, Brian.
I know you're
didn't
anxious.
know that this
I know
was
you're
part
anxious.
of the show now.
You're anxious to depart our company. I understand that.
Well,
it's probably because you're closest to Avent. That I understand.
Well, and I reciprocate. I'm closest
Now,
to him.
I'm not going to ask you, gentlemen, if you actually saw the inaugural episode of this television series, which debuted on January 15th, 1974. But it ran a total of 11 seasons from January 15th, 1974 to July 19th, 1984. 255 half-hour episodes spanning 11 seasons.
Happy Days.
Bingo! Why'd you do that?
I saw the song is Rock Around the Clock.
You knew that's the theme song. That was the theme song. The Fonz was born. You remember
I may not
that,
be
Henry?
smart, but I can read.
I can cheat.
So, Avon, did you watch Happy Days?
Oh, I loved Happy Days.
Yeah.
I thought
The Fonz, you like the Fonz?
Fonz, I loved the Fonz, but I kept myself going, man, you're full of beans. But I like old Fonz. Hey.
Well, it caused a resurgence in the popularity of old Bill Haley and the Comets' 1954 song 20 years earlier, because it was the theme song for the show. And we're going to do that in honor of and remembrance of Happy Days. I really enjoyed watching Happy Days.
Yeah.
See, what was Ron Howard's character? Was his character's name Richie?
Richie.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Yeah. In the key D. Well, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock a rock, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock a rock, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock rock. We gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on, join me, hun. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We gonna rock around the clock tonight. We gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We gonna rock round the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 2, 3, and 4, if the band slows down, we'll yell for more. We gonna rock around the clock tonight. We gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock round the clock tonight. Here's the bass fiddle. When the chimes ring 5, 6, and 7, we'll be right in 7th heaven. Gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, I'll be going strong, and so will you. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. One more time, baby. When the clock strikes 12, we'll cool off then. Start rocking round the clock again. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We gonna rock around the clock tonight. Oh, good job. The famous Walk Up by Avett Lamb. Walk up that bass. Now, you still haven't named your electric bass, have you?
Well,
is it because Beatrice will always be the closest to your heart?
Well,
your upright bass, Beatrice?
Well, I love my precision.
Oh, yeah.
But
I love
I never have. That's kind of. I never have named it.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
I know, and it's showing nice wear. Makes it give character.
You know, they are
character wear that it deserves a name.
They are
stood the test of time.
Fender is making precisions and jazz basses that are pre-conditioned vintage.
Oh.
What they do, they take a brand new bass like this, Sunburst, and they beat it up and they put this wear in it to make it look like it's all, and they add a couple of $1,000 more for it.
Well,
it's like it's crazy. I'll do it for them. Just give me the bass. You know? But this bass is almost like a model for those
what they've started doing.
What they've done, the way the wear and everything works.
I've got the word for you.
The word. Bird.
Bird is the word. Prototype.
Prototype, yes.
It's the prototype for this modern flash they're putting on there. Now, somebody told me that they thought that, Well,
somebody did some scraping. Well, that's
Martin,
the pick. That's the pick.
That Martin might have done that on this one, but I don't think so.
I think that's the pick.
I do too.
Somebody was just crazy.
Because there's a place right there.
Yeah.
If I pushed hard enough, I could go right through that. I treat that
What year
very
is
ginger.
that?
I do not know. I have to look in there and see.
That's a good guitar.
Doesn't say. It's not the fancy Martin, but it's
Well, it
good.
sounds good.
I'm looking for the 518. I think that's what it is, the Martin 518, that's the miniature Martin that Marty Robbins played. It's about the size of a ukulele. And they actually
triple alt, I think they call it triple alt size.
Yeah, maybe. And they actually produced it for several years and then quit. So now all you can do is find these vintage ones.
Yeah.
And they're costly, but I'm going to get one.
Just a little
Lord
bit.
will. So we'll move forward and celebrate a birthday. January 16th, 1943. Ronnie Lee Millsap. What a man. What an artist. Yeah. So yesterday was his 82nd birthday. And he's still alive and well. He lost his dear wife of over 50 years in 2021. She passed away, but they'd been married his entire adult life and had a wonderful marriage and kids, and just an incredible guy. Hugely popular in the 70s and 80s. Blind from birth, had a lot of crossover. A lot of his songs crossed over to the pop charts. One we'll do tonight, or this morning, Lord willing, Smoky Mountain Rain. But he won 6 Grammys. And guess what, David? He had 35 number one country hits. That makes him 4th behind George Strait, Conway Twitty, and Merle Haggard. 4th of all time. And inducted in the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2014. So this is he actually released records for about 10 years before he had anything chart. And then the first one charted after, I think, about the 10th year after he started recording, but it was way up in the 60s, 60-something. But then the following year, in his 11th year as a recording artist, he had 3 number ones back-to-back the same year, 1974. Boom, boom, boom.
That's not bad.
That put him on the road. And here's the first one. Written by Eddie Rabbitt.
Yeah.
When Eddie was still just songwriter now. He hadn't.
Yeah, I love Eddie.
Here's
Rabbitt.
another interesting factoid, Avon. You love these kind of things. Get this. Eddie Rabbitt wrote that Elvis Presley song, Kentucky Rain.
Yeah.
And guess who played piano on the record, on the recording session? Ronnie Millsap.
Oh, that makes sense.
Ronnie Millsap played piano on Elvis's recording of Kentucky Rain.
Remember Ronnie Millsap, he played around Nashville before he made it.
Don't you remember Roger Miller's King of the Road?
That was
he
the
was
place.
Up there in that rooftop lounge.
He would be there.
He played there for years.
And everybody would go to see him.
I know it. And
there was another guy, Ronnie Prophet.
Oh, yeah.
Would play up there, too.
Yeah.
But you'd go, it's like, when I heard him, it's like back in those days.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, holy mackerel, these people are great.
Well, I tell you, Ronnie Millsap had not only a powerful voice, he had a huge range. He could really bring it, and
that's cool.
So this got him rolling right here, and he really loved Eddie Rabbitt for writing it, and Eddie Rabbitt loved Ronnie Millsap for recording it because it was a number one. It put them both on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Pure love, baby, it's a pure love. Milk and honey and Captain Crunch, and you in the morning. Oh, pure love, baby, it's a pure love. 99 and 44 100% pure love. I'll wake up with sunshine laying beside me, and the bluebirds singing right outside my window. Soft warm kisses say good morning. Then I get breakfast in bed. You make me so happy with your pure love. Baby, it's pure love. Milk and honey and Captain Crunch, and you in the morning.
Love Captain Crunch.
Oh, a pure love. You're the picture of pure love. 99 and 44 100% pure love. Let's take it up. With pure love, baby, it's pure love. Milk and honey and Captain Crunch, and you in the morning. Yeah, baby, it's a pure love. You're the picture of pure love. 99 and 44 100% pure love. Oh, with your pure love, baby, it's pure love. Milk and honey and Captain Crunch, and you in the morning. Baby, it's pure love. You're the picture of pure love. 99 and 44 100% pure love. 99 and 44 100% pure love.
Yeah.
Great song.
Captain Crunch.
You know what? Eddie Rabbitt was interviewed about that song. He said, how did you come up with this? He said, well, I was still a struggling songwriter. I couldn't, afford fancy food or fancy anything, but I was eating Captain Crunch cereal one morning. And I looked at my breakfast. I looked at the box sitting on my breakfast table and started reading what it said on there. And bingo, there's where the song came from. Actually eating Captain Crunch cereal.
Captain Crunch.
That's right.
Oh, man.
This is my favorite Ronnie Milsap song. Please don't tell me how the story ends. Bobby Bare first released this in 1971 as one of the tracks on his album, Where Have All the Seasons Gone? Ronnie Milsap releases it in 74. That's that second 1974 number one. Won Grammy for Best Country Vocal Performance and written by none other than, guess who? Chris Christopherson.
Yeah.
This could be our last good night together. We may never pass this way again. Just let me enjoy it till it's over or forever. Oh, please don't tell me how the story ends. See the way our shadows come together, softer than your fingers on my skin. Someday this may be all that we remember of each other. Oh, please don't tell me how the story ends. Never's just the echo of forever. Lonesome as the love that might have been. Just let me go on loving and believing till it's over. Oh, please don't tell me how the story ends. No, please don't tell me how the story ends.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an incredible song.
Yeah. You guys are thinking that they were in a hard place at the time. It seems, doesn't it?
Yeah, and we got a couple more Ronnie Milsap. We got three more, hopefully we do, but this one and the last one, I have the same question. I just wish I knew the answer to it. I wasn't able to find it as much as I scoured the internet. I could look up, I'd Be a Legend in My Time on Wikipedia, and it talked about Don Gibson writing it. As you know, the interesting about this, when Don Gibson wrote and released this in 1960, this was the B-side to a song that went nowhere. I've never heard of it, Far, Far Away. And but here comes Ronnie. Was it Ronnie that just, thought about releasing it? Was it his agent? Was it his producer? But it was brilliant to find this Don Gibson song and meld it with Ronnie Milsap's voice, because this was his third straight number one. Third straight number one in 1974.
Yeah.
So we'll let folks ponder that. Maybe somebody out there knows the answer, and we'll be back here after a few commercial announcements.
Ponder.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
When the unexpected happens, fire, water, or storm damage, Farrah Construction can help. Farrah Construction is also there to help when a car slams through the wall, and that seems to happen more often these days. I'm Ron Hall. Let our family at Farrah Construction help you. Call Farrah Construction and we'll board up, put down tarps, secure your home or business until the insurance coverage is approved. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstireprostn.com.
We're visiting with Jennifer Sanchez, manager of Steered Straight 2 Furniture and Thrift at 1007 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
You're not just walking into just a big warehouse. You're walking into rooms. We've got a media room, we've got a boutique room, we've got a vintage room, a furniture area, kitchen, all that.
Steered Straight 2 Furniture and Thrift.
Every day you go in there, I promise you it's changing.
Steered Straight 2 Furniture and Thrift, 1007 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Online at steeredstraightthriftstore.org.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
And we're back. Thank you, Brian Barrett, for that cue. I needed it bad.
Yeah.
And Brian was just telling us about the Nutmobile that has extreme great amount of perks if you'll get hired to drive it. I love it.
There was a Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. We
Yes, of course.
had it on. They were hiring. I think, if I remember correctly, and it could be wrong, but it pays a little more to drive the Planters Nutmobile.
Oh.
So, but they were both recently hiring.
Well, don't
Apparently,
know.
you're on the road all the time.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
It fit my son Joe perfectly.
I wonder if he pulls his trailer and sells peanuts out the back.
I have no idea.
It probably shoots peanuts out the exhaust pipe.
Hey, the next thing would be Pickle Mobile.
There you
have
go.
The little dill pickles.
Maybe so.
I mean, this has that shape.
Pickle-mobile. Hey, that would work. That would work.
Maybe you're an entrepreneur.
Put that out there.
Well, I don't know about being an entrepreneur, but I have a lot of manure.
Well, there is a pickle mobile, so there you go.
Oh, no. Yes, sir.
Okay. So whether it was Ronnie Millsap or his agent or the producer or whoever who made the decision to marry Don Gibson's incredible 1960 composition, I'd Be a Legend, My Time with Ronnie Millsap's presentation and voice, was brilliant because it was his 1974 third number one. What a year. I'd be a legend in my mind. No time. You're a legend in your own mind, eh?
Yeah, legend in your own mind. That's a happy person.
It is. If heart aches brought pain in love's crazy game, I'd be a legend in my time. If they gave gold statuettes for tears and regrets, I'd be a legend in my time. But they don't give awards, and there's no praise or fame for a heart that's been broken over love, that's in vain. If loneliness meant world acclaim, everyone would know my name. I'd be a legend in my time. But they don't give awards, and there's no praise or fame for a heart that's been broken over love, that's in vain. If loneliness meant world acclaim, everyone would know my name. I'd be a legend in my time. I'd be a legend in my time. The incomparable Don Gibson. Man.
Yeah.
That man was a songwriter. Whew. And I always thought he had a unique voice. He had a really interesting delivery and vocal quality to it.
Played that big old arch top.
Oh yeah,
Gibson.
I always played that arch top Gibson. And
It's been a blue, blue day. I feel like running away. I feel like running away from the blues. Yeah.
Well, hey, Ben.
Yeah, Don.
I hope I got them right. I was thinking of you driving in.
What's that?
Well, this song, Stand By My Woman, man, I want to do an A.
Okay.
So I tried to write some numbers in there.
Oh, cool. Numbers is good.
Well, you're a staunch advocate of the Nashville number system.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great little shorthand. You don't have to think a whole
So who
lot.
actually invented it? Do we
Well,
know?
what the story I've heard is that the Jordanaires and the choral groups in Nashville, the backup singers in different choral groups, they came up with it when they were trying to establish the harmonies, that have, three-piece harmony.
That makes sense, yeah.
And they trying to figure out the different parts and stuff. That was like a shorthand form. That way they could go ahead and without, like if you were in the key of A and you wanted to go to the key of D,
yeah,
which 4 is 1 would be A, 4 would be D.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? You can go, just put the number
E's
in.
5, right?
Right.
You can just.
It's like most country tunes, 1, 4,
Well,
5.
the other one I wrote numbers on is a little trickier because it's got some 2s and some 3s in it.
Right.
And
but you can move them up and down the scale.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to know the you just have to know where the 1 is. Whichever
That's
you
right.
call. If you call C 1, that's where you start.
That's
You
right.
go 1, 4, 5.
Right.
C,
F,
F,
G.
G.
Got it.
Right. And you can move that around, and you don't have to think about it. You're playing position as much
So
as
let's see if we can
anything.
get these other songs in. So in key A. At 5 o'clock I know, see you soon. There we go again.
In the key of A?
Key of A.
Okay, I had G here. We're in the key of A, though.
We're in A. We're in A. At 5 o'clock she knows I'll soon be home. She don't worry about me running round, 'cause all of my good times are waiting right there for me. And she knows where I'll be when the sun goes down. I'm a stand by my woman, man. Our world turns around a little gold band, and love leaves us through life hand in hand. I'm a stand by my woman, man. We fall asleep at night thinking ain't love grand. That's why I'm a stand by my woman, man. When she's down, she knows I'll be beside her. 'Cause I'm not just her lover, I'm her friend. Our love keeps getting better, and I'll gladly spend forever standing by the woman who stands by her man. I'm a stand by my woman, man. Our world turns around a little gold band, and love leaves us through light leads hand in hand. I'm a stand by my woman, man. We fall asleep at night thinking ain't love grand. That's why I'm a stand by my woman, man. I'm a stand by my woman, man. Our world turns around a little gold band, and love leads us through life hand in hand. I'm a stand by my woman, man. We fall asleep at night thinking ain't love grand, and that's why I'm a stand by my woman, man. Yes, that's why I'm a stand by my woman, man.
Yeah. Stand by my woman, man.
Hey, let's skip to the last song since I'm already
let me have a
since
chair.
I'm already capoed up, and then we'll come back to Smoky Mountain Rain. Brian will let us do it.
Which one you want to do?
Am I losing you?
Oh yeah.
Same question on the other song. Who had the brilliance to find Jim Reeves' number 3 hit from 1957 and have Ronnie Milsap record it? Because guess what? In 1981, he had a number 1 on it.
Huh. Huh, John, I don't know.
But it was a brilliant stroke of genius. Am I losing you? Are my fears coming true? How I wish I knew. Am I losing you? Is your love really true? Is there somebody new? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Am I too blind to see what's been happening to me? Every road has a bend. Will I be sweetheart or friend? Will the sweet things you do be for somebody new? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Am I too blind to see what's been happening to me? Every road has a bend. Will I be sweetheart or friend? Will the sweet things you do be for somebody new? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Tell me what to do. To the 4. Am I losing you? Incredible song by Ronnie Milsap.
All these tunes are about women that make their men behave.
Yes.
Stand by your. I'm a stand by you.
It's unfortunate it doesn't work more often.
No. And they will listen.
You know.
Maybe his songs were about wishful thinking.
Yes.
Could be.
Good call. Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like Brian's back to kick us out of here, and we'll save Smoky Mountain Rain for next week.
Yeah.
And kick off with that. ending song I plan to end with today.
We'll do that. We'll do that. Love a Rainy Night.
And we'll do Love a Rainy Night by Eddie Rabbit once he made it on his own. So, Brian, thank you for having us. Thank you to WGNS loyal listeners. Thank you, wonderful WGNS sponsors. Thank all you Facebook, YouTube, and other followers. God bless you all. And
yeah.